Good morning, everybody, on this December the 20th, 2013. And it's sunny outside here in Greensboro, North Carolina, and it feels like it's going to be at least in the 60s today. That's about what it was yesterday. And so it didn't really get that cold last night either. Matter of fact, I went out this morning before the sun came up, well, right after the sun came up, to go do my grocery shopping, and didn't even need to wear a coat. A light jacket would have sufficed, but I wore my blazer. So, anyway, that's neither here nor there, and you really don't care. So, now let's get to the point of the video. I've done a couple videos on Kendrick Johnson. Kendrick Johnson was the teenage boy who died at his school. They found his body in a rolled-up gym mat. The school is saying it was accidental, that he toppled over and fell in and suffocated when he was reaching for a gym shoe. Yet, there was blood on the walls, and this, that, and the other. If you watch my other videos, I explain the whole thing in there. But the only thing that I have to add today is now the FBI has stepped in. Now the FBI has demanded the hard drives to the videos on the inside of that school. You know, you could do a lot to compromise the videos, which the videos had no dates and no times on them. The videos that were focused on the gym mats were blurry. You couldn't see what was going on. There were clips, you know, somebody would be walking, then not walking, then over here, you know, like pieces of the videos were missing. So, but you can't do that with a hard drive. Now, a hard drive, you can get anything off of a hard drive. But I think it's a shame that it took the FBI to step in and demand those hard drives. This is what I want to know. What took so long? What is taking so long with this case? This boy died almost a year ago, and the FBI is just now demanding the hard drives. If the school or somebody at that school truly had nothing to do with this, and it was an accident like they were trying to say, they would have been glad to turn over those hard drives without the FBI stepping in to ask them to do so. They would have done that from the start, saying, here, take this, take all this, look at the hard drive, look at anything. But I think it's kind of sketchy that they're having to go after that hard drive because of the shape that the videos were in. And if I was a parent that had a child at that school, I would demand, if those cameras can't do any better than that, then I would demand, as not only as a parent but as a taxpayer, that that school put up all new cameras. They need all new working, functioning cameras that's going to be able to tell me what's happened to my child if something happens. That's what these parents ought to do. They should not take any of this sitting down. But will they do it? I don't know. Who all believes Kendrick Johnson died because he toppled over and fell headfirst into a gym mat? I don't know. But I know this. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. Yeah, he might have died in that gym mat. Or maybe he was dead before he was in the gym mat. But I guarantee you he did not get in there by himself. That's the whole thing. He did not get in there by himself. I had somebody leave a comment to me. I don't know this person. I don't know how they know any of this, but their speculation is, which they said, and I guess they know something about these people, was that Kendrick Johnson, you know, was a black guy. He said that word had it that Kendrick Johnson was dating a white girl, and that there was a lot of racism in that town, and that somebody at the school was associated with it somehow. I'm not going to give any more information than that. Of course, you could go find my last video about Kendrick Johnson and probably read the comments, but it's sad. This is a cover-up. This is a cover-up indeed. Something has happened. And then when they did examine Kendrick Johnson's body, when they had his body exhumed to examine his body again, they had found that the autopsy that they had done the first time, somebody had stuffed him. Somebody had threw his internal organs away and stuffed that boy's body with newspaper. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen right there. And if I was his parents, I would sue somebody. The coroner's office said they didn't do it. Funeral home said they didn't do it. Again, another lie on top of the many that's already going on. So I can't wait till they get the hard drive so that they can see whatever happened to Kendrick Johnson, so this boy can rest in peace and his family can get on with their lives. And if you hear anything about this before I come back and talk about it again, please leave it in the comment section or inbox me and let me know. And until next time, bye-bye and Merry Christmas.